Assalamualaikum and good day everyone, especially my panels. I am Noor BINTI SAFTU and a final year student of Bachelor Engineering Manufacturing Technology. Today I am going to present my Bachelor Degree Project 2, which is evaluations of CURCUMA DOMESTICA LOIR and ALPINIA GALANGA extract as an eco-friendly corrosion inhibitor for carbon steel in 0.5 mol HCl medium. I am supervised by Dr. Muhammad Fauzi bin Mamat. For the presentation outline, we'll be cover of 5 chapters, which is Introduction, Literature Review, Methodology, Result and Discussion, and last Conclusion and Recommendation. For introduction background, carbon steel is most often used to meet the needs of steel users. One of the issues that affected carbon steel is corrosions, and also a major issue and its negative impact on the industry. Corrosion is a threat to the environment and to manufacturing process, and instead has become a global issue with the deleterious effect of the corrosion process. The green inhibitor claims that the metal surface is more corrosion resistant, and the green plants reduce the corrosion rate better and are cost effective in every aspect of the corrosion issue. Problem statement for this study is first, metal corrosion is one of the most disruptive phenomena causing massive economic damage in the automobile, marine, and oil and gas. Second, inhibitor is the most common application while the compounds are toxic and therefore harmful to human health and environment. Moreover, that can effectively delay corrosion, and it also necessary to investigate the effectiveness of inhibitor under several conditions. Lastly, necessity of designing and producing green inhibitor from nearly cheap plants, leaves, safe and biodegradable. Next, objective of this study is to investigate the influence of emission period on the inhibition efficiency of the green inhibitor. Second is to evaluate the inhibition efficiency of CURCUMA DOMESTICA LOIR and ALPINIA GALANGA extract as plant-based green inhibitor for low-carbon steel in acidic medium. Third is to compare the performance of the selected green inhibitor of Turmeric and Galangal in preventing corrosion in low-carbon steel. For scope of the study is to study the greatest green inhibitor formulation to be applied to oil and gas sector as a low-carbon steel substratum corrosion inhibitor. Second, selection of suitable plant to be extracted as green organic inhibitor. Third, preparation of extraction plant-based green organic inhibitor. Then, EDM wire cutting machine are used to cut material into 25 mm rod cylinder diameter. Then, to study the corrosion behavior via emission test in 0.5 m HCl. After that, divided the sample into 3 groups, which is 6 samples will be immersed inside 0.5 m HCl acid, and another 12 samples will be immersed in 0.5 HCl with different inhibitor for emission test. After that, all samples were immersed in 0.5 m HCl medium for 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35 days. Last but not least, using SEM and EDX to study the corrosion behavior on the substrate after test. Now we move to literature review, carbon steel. As we know, they have 3 types, which is high, medium, and low carbon steel. The most commonly used type of carbon steel is low carbon steel, and also have another components such as copper, nickel, vanadium, and molybdenum. Versatility and low manufacturing cost is one of the most frequent metal for many everyday costs and applications, including from agriculture to heavy engineering. They have advantage and disadvantage, which is advantage, least expensive to produce and buy, easy to cut, well and form, also wide variety of uses such as pipelines and ornamental. Disadvantage is low instructant, low corrosion resistant, and very soft. Overview of corrosions is a wide term that refers to a number of interactions that result in the loss of material quality between the material and its surrounding. Second, interaction with ambient oxygen may induce the diffusion-mediated development of layer of oxide. Third, the corrosion rate is influenced by gradient of metallic and electrolytic ion concentration, temperature, ambient pressure, and the presence of other metal, bacteria, or active cell. As we can see here, this is several type form of corrosion, such as galvanic, service, stress corrosion, pitting, uniform, and erosion corrosion. Next, corrosion protection method. It is a technique used to minimize corrosion such as the applications of anti-corrosion coating, cathodic protection, or other methods that make metal resistant to corrosion. This is several types of protection such as material selection, environment inhibitor, proper design, cathodic anodic protection, and also protection coating. Next, for corrosion inhibitor, A chemical substance that when added in a small amount to the environment in which a metal will corrode will reduce, slow down or prevent corrosion of the metal. Some example are chromates, nitrates, molybdates and tungsten. Two types of inhibitor, which is inorganic and organic. Inorganic is content toxic, expensive, do not have safety, environmentally harmful, while organic, eco-friendly, non-toxic, readily available and also environmentally friendly. Plant-based green inhibitor. Green corrosion inhibitor are biodegradable and do not contain heavy metals or other toxic compound. And also, the term green chemistry is an attempt to establish a systematic approach to chemical risk mitigation. This is an example of green inhibitor, which is orange extract, ginger extract, and also aloe vera extract. This is the previous study of other plant that is nearer to my research study as a green inhibitor. This is the plant that I use for this study, which is Curcuma domestica LOIR, turmeric. Turmeric is a perennial herb native to South Asia that is commonly used in Asian and Middle East cuisine. At the right table is the previous study for this plant. Next is the second plant that I use, which is ALPINIA galanga, galangal. The spice galanga root is native to Southern Asia. At the right table is the previous study of this plant. Now we move to research methodology. This is my flowchart for this study. First, we need to prepare the specimen such as low carbon steel for the material, diameter 25 mm and thickness 5 mm. Next, we need to do the preparation for the corrosion medium, which is turmeric and galangal. At the same time, we need to do the mechanical tests such as micro hardness and microstructure. Then we need to do extraction process, over process, and also Fdir analysis. And then emission test on 0.5 mxcl for 18 sample. Then we need to get the result for weight loss, corrosion rate, and inhibitor efficiency. After that, we need to do surface study such as SEM and EDX analysis. Then after get the result, submit the thesis. This is sample preparation, which is from low carbon steel. We use the EDMY cut, and then we get the sample of the specimen. The material preparations is according to the ASTM-G1. Next, for mechanical testing, we are using optical microscope, grinding and polishing machine, and also Rockwell hardness testing machine. For material characterizations, we are using scanning electron microscopy, which is SEM, and also energy dispersive X-ray spectroscopy, which is EDX. Okay, this is the inhibitor preparation for turmeric. First, we need to cut and put into the blender and then boil. And then we need to filter the extraction with the fiber composition to get the juice. After get the juice, we need to insert into the oven to get the extraction in liquid form. Next, for Galangal preparations is same as the turmeric preparation. Furthermore, this is the fabrication process, starting with 5 liters of 0.5 mol HCl media plus with 40 grams of turmeric and galangal extraction. And then we get the turmeric inhibitor protections and also galangal inhibitor protections. For corrosion test, we have done the emission test and visual inspections. As we can see at the picture is the example of emission test. Next, this is the corrosion test for this study that we need to calculate, which is weight loss measurement, corrosion rate, and inhibitor efficiency to prove the result. Next, there are three of novelty, which is green material and safe, second, act as barrier of coating, and third, corrosion behavior and cause. Now, I will continue about result and discussions. For macrostructure testings, we can see the perlite and ferrites. This is important to prove the chemical compositions. Next, for hardness testing, is a metal resistant to plastic deformations against indentations. There has a 5 point and the average is 69.74 HRB. Next is Fdir analysis. As we can see here, this is the result different on turmeric and galangal pattern of Fdir analysis, and also we can see the turmeric and galangal composition analysis. This is green inhibitor performance. We have 0.5 mol HCl, turmeric and galangal solutions. in 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35 days. In addition, as we can see at the result that have a reddish brown color on the surface is determined as corrosion product. Hence, the corrosion product was when the immersion day is increased. Next, this is the result of wet loss measurement. The graph shows that the sample immersed in 0.5 mol HCl solution for 7, 14, 21, 38, and 35 days, with and without turmeric and galangal extraction inhibitor. It shows the great performance of green inhibitor shows the lowest wet of measurement. And second, without performance of green inhibitor show the higher wet loss due to unprotected the metal substrate, which is 0.5 m HCl. Wet loss has some attractive characteristics which reflect its continuous appeal, such as simple medium, no advanced instrument are necessary to get a result. Next, this is the result of corrosion rate. As we can see at the graph, is the green inhibitor great performance, which is turmeric and galangal. But the turmeric solution has a better performance than others due to the value of the corrosion rate. Without green inhibitor show the higher corrosion rate compared to the others. The corrosion rate is a speed at which a metal in a particular environment deteriorates. The rate or speed varies on environmental condition, types, and metal conditions. This is the result of inhibitor efficiency. As we can see at the graph is the comparison between two green inhibitor, which is turmeric and galangal solutions. As we can see as the result, turmeric solution has a better efficiency due to the highest value of inhibitor efficiency. This is the SEM and EDX analysis result. As we can see at the picture is the different value of ferrum, which is specimen without immerse 90.79, turmeric 67.75, and galangal is 68.50. It can prove turmeric is the best green inhibitor due to the lowest value of Fe. To continue, inhibitor mechanisms is a piece of machinery that consists of a mechanical element or group of parts that perform a specific function, such as a process or system that is utilized to generate a specific result. Furthermore, when present the corrosion system, chemical compounds are applied. Inorganic compounds that adsorb on the metallic structure, isolating it from its surrounding media and then inhibiting the oxidation reduction process. In addition, inhibit them by adsorbing the molecules on the metal or alloy surface, performing a protective coating. This is infographic adsorptions of inhibitor on low carbon steel specimen. As we can see, the process flow from the beginning is the raw plant-based green inhibitor, which is turmeric and galangal, and then move to extract and solvent. And we do the Fdir analysis. After that, we do the emissions test, which is 0.5 HCl, turmeric and galangal solutions. By doing that, we get the result of corrosion rate and wet loss measurement. And then we can see the SEM and EDX analysis, it can prove the turmeric solutions is the better green inhibitor. We can see at the lowest value of Fe, which is 67.75. This is the potential commercializations of the study, which is pipelines, oil and gas equipment, metal structure, and also on offshore structure. As conclusions, turmeric extraction show good potential as green corrosion inhibitor. Second, amount of rust on the carbon steel coupon reduced towards the wet loss decrease. Third, corrode coated with turmeric extraction show lower corrosion rate compared to galangal extract and without inhibitor coupon. Last but not least, this green inhibitor can be applied on the steel tank that for body part of metal structure and piping system on the offshore industry. This is the Gantt chart activity for PSM1 within week 1 until week 15. This is the Gantt chart of PSM2 that consists the activity within week 1 until week 15. As example, meeting and discussion, cut the material, conducting the experiment until preparation and the presentation of PSM2. This is the reference of this study. Next, this is also the reference for this study. That's all from me, and thank you for giving this opportunity to present my bachelor degree project too. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.